Congratulations.
Thanks.
Chance to catch your breath. Good.
I'm good.
All right. Ira Thor on behalf of the NCAA. This is our first press conference at 165 pounds in the first semifinal. The number 1 seed, Mitchell Mesenbrink of Penn State, improves to 29-0 on the year with a 13-2 win over Christopher Minto of Nebraska in our first semifinal. And he will face the number 3 seed, Mike Caliendo of Iowa, in tomorrow's 165-pound final. Mitchell will open the floor for you for an opening statement.
Yeah, I don't know. Go ahead. They'll come with your guys' questions if you have any.
All right, so we'll open the floor. If you have a question, raise your hand, and we'll come around with a microphone. Please introduce yourself, name, and outlet to identify. Ashley?
Bob Flounders, Penn Live in Harrisburg. Mitchell, congratulations.
Thank you.
I think you have a familiar, you're going to see a familiar face in the final. But how would you assess how you've wrestled in the tournament thus far, and how are you feeling? Also, one other thing, all of your teammates are now All-Americans. You're the first team since Minnesota. All you guys are going to be All-Americans. Is that special for you guys?
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, because I was just about to speak to how great the people are in our room, and our coaches, and the men and women that are surrounding our program. And it really doesn't matter who's in front of us. It's just constantly getting better. And I know I said that last year, and I know I said that almost every single time someone's asked me a question this year. It's just like that's the main goal. And sometimes it's hard because you want to win, right? And you want to do well. You want your efforts to add up to something, to mean something. But I'm excited. Every opportunity is awesome. Like, this is a lot. So far in my whole life, this is the stuff that I live for. Obviously, I want to be dad one day and be a husband and whatnot. So that's probably what I'm going to live for soon. But for now, this is what I really enjoy doing.
Mitchell, you're wearing the Win Mitchell Win shirt. Is there any meaning beyond the obvious behind that? And what fuels you to go out and win the way you do, bout after bout?
Yeah. Well, I mean, decades of people smashing in the college scene, college wrestling scene, and in the world scene. Just guys that come through our room and just keep bringing it, and they're still there. I think it's funny because it's ironic that it says win, but I'm talking about the process of getting better. There was this thing that I heard before this, and it was about how joy is a verb, and you're finding enjoyment through the process of things to reach an end goal. And that's really, the end goal. There's really only one end goal that's promised, and that's death. So it's kind of just go out there and bring it. And that's what I'm thinking, right? If I go out there and I win, but I don't bring it, I'd rather bring it and lose, which sounds insane. But it's funny. And my coaches and my dad, who was my coach, and I go up to him and be like, man, I feel like I didn't go. But it's funny, I'll black out in the matches, and then I'll go back and look and see the 25 shots that I tried to fire off. But it's funny. But I enjoy the process more than winning. But it's kind of subtle reminders on the sides here and stuff like that.
Incredible words of wisdom from Mitchell. Do we have additional questions?
Mitchell, you wrestled. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. I'll get all you guys if we got time.
Actually, can you give him the mic, please?
This guy's got a mic.
Evan Smith, the Daily Collegian. You've obviously faced Mikey Caliendo numerous times, and you always talk about the chess match of wrestling and kind of the strategy behind all that. So along those lines, do you expect Caliendo to change up his strategy in any way to change the results against you tomorrow night?
I mean, hopefully you would try, right? Like, I feel like every time you step out to someone, if you're wrestling for the first time or not, your efforts will be there, and he's the guy that will. And so, you'd hope on this level of wrestling that every time you get someone's best effort, right? So that's fun. That makes it a battle of the wills. And I know Carter. I heard Carter saying about, it's a lot on the line, not win or lose, but who toes the line. It's like your coach versus my coach and all that stuff. So that's kind of fun, and it's fun that I get to keep. He said this as well. The target on the back, like that, has been so far removed. The target on the back for my wrestling and for my life. I want to go get people. It doesn't matter if I'm number one or I'm last. It's going to be the same effort every single time.
You took my question. I was just going to ask you, against the kid from Oklahoma State, he was a real good defensive wrestler. I think you beat him 5-0. Did you feel like you got something out of that because you kind of really had to work for that win?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you always got to bring it and look for points, and I believe that I was doing that every single second, and it's kind of funny because you start getting to people's expectations, like what they're going to see, and it's interesting. I wonder if that sways stalling or not. If it's like, oh, this is what this guy just does every single time. He goes out there and he shoots. So it's like, is the guy really stalling that much? I don't know. But I enjoyed it. I enjoy battles like that. And me and Amin have been able to battle many times, and I like that.
Additional questions for Mitchell, second row.
Congrats on the win, Mitchell. Joe Smeltzer, Nittany Sports Now. Obviously, the president's going to be in attendance tomorrow.
Cool.
What do you think it means for the sport of wrestling to have the president of the United States being on college wrestling's biggest stage? And also, were you able to meet him when he visited Penn State a few months ago?
No, I was actually in Albania at the World Championships for U23, and I didn't get to. But if you put politics aside, no matter if you're conservative or liberal or whatever, to have the president of the United States be at, something that we want to get people to watch, right? We want people to watch wrestling. We want people to be able to, funnel not just money, but I mean, view people's time and their attention is money, So I think that's cool. And I think if it was, a conservative or liberal, it'd be really, really cool. Democrat or Republican, whoever it is the president of the United States, the leader of the free world at our wrestling event. That's really cool when you think about it that way.
Any further questions for Mitchell? Time for one more. And if not, Mitchell, congratulations.
Sweet.
He will
Thanks, guys.
face tomorrow as the number 1 seed. He will face the 3rd seed, Mike Caliendo of Iowa, in the 165-pound final. Congratulations.